What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another news video. What I got for you guys in this one is we're going to be talking about the future of Modern Warfare 2, the COD 2023 supposedly, and then how many seasons and things like that you need to know about Modern Warfare 2. Now, I know it's very early. I mean, we're barely in Season 1. We're still looking forward to Season 2, but this is all information that I definitely feel like you should know, especially if you're somebody who just wants to keep up to date on all Call of Duty news and things going around. So usually with Call of Duty, every single year towards like the later end of the year, we receive a brand new Call of Duty title. Pretty much this is the brand new COD for the next year until the next one rolls in, and every single year a new dev takes on the role. So it starts with Infinity Ward, then after that it goes to Sledgehammer, then it goes to Treyarch, and then they keep rotating like this every single year to give us pretty much a different Call of Duty. So this was a business plan they've been following for years, and a lot of people, especially people who play the game, have always known that this just doesn't work out. It doesn't give these devs enough time to create good Call of Duty titles, and most of the time whenever they release these games, they're usually unfinished. So the game will come out and it'll take months and months to add some features that are supposed to come out at launch. For example, stats. We still don't even have Warzone 2 stats. So that's just like one thing right there out of many. And they usually don't add them until months and months later into the game. And by the time that they do finish the game up, the next COD is already here. And then the cycle starts all over again. And then pretty much we're basically paying $60 or $70 every single year for a game that's pretty much not even done. So they decided to end up changing it, and starting with this year, this being the first year, Modern Warfare 2 is going to be the first Call of Duty they're going to be doing this. What they're going to do is they're going to have each Call of Duty title for 2 years. So in this case, it's going to be Modern Warfare 2 came out in 2022. In 2023, there's not going to be a brand new Call of Duty, but in 2024 will be the next Call of Duty. And the next Call of Duty is going to be developed by Treyarch. So this is what they're going to be doing instead. And in between these CODs, so for 2023, the year where we're not supposed to be getting a new title, what they're going to do is they're going to create expansion packs. Now, what they have said, I mean, according to this article right here, as you can see, in Financial's Activision release, they said, with plans for next year, including the most robust Call of Duty live operations to date, the next full premium release in the Blockbuster Annual Series, and even more engaging free-to-play experiences across platforms. So when they first said this, it sounded like they were going to still be releasing new Call of Duty titles, but Jason ended up responding to this. He said, "You guys keep falling for the same PR language. It's a continuation of Modern Warfare 2. It's called a full premium release because that's probably going to be how they're going to market it and sell it as a $70 game with new single and multiplayer content, but it's still going to be Modern Warfare 2. And then he ended up responding to that. He said, "Let me make it super clear. The next game is going to be by Treyarch, coming in 2024. Next year will be a Modern Warfare 2 premium paid expansion by Sledgehammer, and it's supposed to have a lot of content. Maybe that's why they call it a full release." So essentially, in my opinion, I'm just thinking of it as an expansion. So I'm thinking about it sort of like how BO3 did Zombies Chronicles, where they ended up releasing all these different zombie maps and things like that, and then they charged like $30. It was sort of like a DLC, but think of it in even broader terms, bigger terms. So brand new maps, even more seasons, new DLC weapons, everything you can think of that a regular COD would have, they will be adding it as an expansion pack, and that will be added into Modern Warfare 2. So that was the information we ended up getting from the earnings report. Now, it didn't really give us too much information on what we're going to be getting exactly, but we do know that the next release is going to be set by Sledgehammer. They are going to be working on creating something for Modern Warfare 2. Now, in my opinion, I think that's good news. Why do I think that's good news? Because the next Call of Duty title is going to be created by Treyarch. So that means we're not going to be stuck for 2 years playing a game that's made by Sledgehammer. Let's be real here. Sledgehammer, not the best when it comes to making Call of Duties. I mean, Treyarch beats them, blows them out the water with their Black Ops series and all that. So I personally feel like Treyarch is the right company to release the next COD that we're going to be on for 2 years. So in terms of the content that we're going to be getting from this expansion pack, we do have some information. First, Infinity Ward did confirm to us that there's only going to be 5 seasons total that are going to be dropping or releasing with Modern Warfare 2, which is exactly like Vanguard. And as you know, Vanguard was only around for a year. So with this new pattern, tells us that these seasons are going to be set for only a year time. And if you know, I mean, we had season 1 started from like November all the way until February. So that's like every 3 months. So when you look at it based on that length, on February, we're going to be getting season 2. That's going to go until April. That's season 3. And then July, we got season 4. And then October, the final season, season 5. So what do you guys think about that? If there's 5 seasons and they're only going to last a year, I personally think that the expansion pack is going to have an additional another another 5 or 6 seasons to it. So that's one of the many contents that I believe is going to happen. Obviously, that's going to have to do with the multiplayer. Warzone is its own thing, essentially. It's going to be free. I don't think anything a part of that expansion is going to include Warzone. Maybe some DLC weapons, who knows, but I don't think it'll really be fair for the people who are trying to play Warzone 2 for free. So maybe they'll be getting additional like things like skins and attachments and stuff like that that you wouldn't be able to get in Warzone. And then for single player, there's chances are there's going to be an expansion for that. And in terms of the content, I don't know exactly what it could be, but some people were saying that it could be a backstory for Ghost. So if you look at the, apparently he has comic books, and if you look at those comic books, he had a pretty crazy childhood and then just like the whole backstory of that. So it would be a little bit of an interesting story if they did create some sort of a backstory for Ghost, him being like pretty much the face of Modern Warfare 2. It would make a little bit more sense to understand his background and see where he came from and things like that. Now, if they don't add that, maybe they could save it for a future title. But I feel like that would be a good idea. A lot of people would want to purchase that and would want to play it. They would have to make it very interesting in order for people to want to make this purchase, because it's going to cost the same as it would for a full game. This is how they are staying in business. Every single year they release a Call of Duty title and it makes them billions of dollars. So imagine if they skip a year, they're going to lose out on an insane amount of money. So they have to release content, whether they title it as a new COD or they bring it as an expansion pack. It's gonna have to sell, so they're gonna do everything in their power to make it as interesting and as amazing as possible for people to want to go out of their way and actually purchase this thing, because chances are you're still gonna have access to Modern Warfare 2. You're still gonna be able to play that, and if the content in this expansion pack is not enticing enough, no one is gonna purchase it and they're just gonna stay on this COD until the next Call of Duty comes in and rolls around. So whatever it is hopefully it's going to be huge. It's going to be something big. Sledgehammer is working on it, so don't get too hyped up. I mean, I don't see them, creating something that's going to be super amazing, but I do have high hopes. This is the first time that they are trying this, so they will be testing some stuff. Things will be flawed, things will be messed up, but hopefully by the time it comes around to Treyarch, their game is going to be ready. It's going to be finished. It's going to give them an additional year to work on their Call of Duty to make it as amazing as possible. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is going to turn out. I am excited to see what this expansion pack is going to contain for us. It is some sad news that we're only going to be getting 5 seasons for Modern Warfare 2, but from a business standpoint, that does make sense. They can't just give us 12 seasons for free, so it just makes sense. But are you guys going to be purchasing this expansion pack? Do you think it's going to be worth it? What will convince you to get it? Like, for example, do you want to see a minimum of like 5 maps, 10 maps? Do you want to see a minimum of like 6 seasons? Do you want to see like 10 DLC weapons? What is it that will convince you to get this expansion pack? So I just wanted to make a little discussion, because we do got quite a while until this actually ends up being released, pretty much a whole year. So until then, there's going to be a lot of rumors, a lot of teasers, leaks, things like that are going to be revealed. That will give us a little bit more detail on what's to come. But I just wanted to let you guys know about this Call of Duty thing that's going on and how it's going to be playing out in the next years. Hopefully this will boost the quality of these CODs, so that way the games are better and they're just more enjoyable. But that's all that I got for you guys in today's video. If you get any more news, I definitely will cover it for you guys and let you guys know more about it. But it's been your boy Trizzle. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys on the channel again.